Great slash is a nail art. Oh. Okay. There we go. Well, very tired. Surprised managed to make it this far. We'll be going now. Have an amazing rest of your stream. Well, thank you so much for being here a bit soon. I hope you can catch some sleep now. It would be very good for you. So, hopefully you can rest. And if so, restful sleep. And a wonderful rest of your day, if there's something left then. You know where to catch me, otherwise, wonderful weekend. Yes. Welcome back to Blueprints. Yes, this game is not the last time you see here on the channel. We are making steady progress in the game. And we will go first outside. I don't think that the grotto is to any interest of us until we have found another chip. So, what I'm going to do, despite that I have no idea what this actually is doing, I will throw a coin here. And then we go to the shed and see what kind of room we can put down today. Yes, indeed. I'm actually quite curious to watch someone playing and solving this game. But I will do that when I'm done with my own playthrough. Now that is completely new. Shrine. Make an offering, receive a blessing. Hopefully it only wants one coin. Despite that, the trading post is also very tempting. But this is new. And new is always good in this game. Okay. Making an offering of gold may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. You can have one coin. It most likely is one of those things that will probably work better with 3, 5, 8, 10 coins. The blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay diamond to spin floor plans. spin floor plans. I will make the assumption that they don't mean drafting. They literally mean that you can spin them, which can be beneficial sometimes. But okay. I don't see anything else of interest. So... well, why do I have a feeling that when you do enough here, that this opens its hands? Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not the case. I don't know. But yeah, let's go inside and see what we can do here today. This also brings me to a specific point, and that is actually if I can put together some of the words here. And I have a feeling that this is potentially this word here. So I know you cannot see this, but it's basically easier if I start to put them together. I have no idea what this is supposed to form. E, S, S, H. E, S, H, she? It could be she. GA doesn't really form any words yet. Classroom, I have only one letter. Code check, I have actually two, which could potentially form that. Closet, I have so many letters for the closet. But I think the word they want to do here is bathes. Faiths. This is also many letters, but this could mean stir. And stir is not written like that. Yeah. Conference room, I have only one letter. I have a lot of letters for the corridor. Huh. Mahed. Yes, I know you have like double music at the moment. Mahed. Is it going to be shamed? There's a possibility for that. Okay, let's no H please. A N E D. Den has also a lot of letters. A G C teach T-E-R T. No, can't just be teach. There's a G in there. H and no. What is this? Question. An E, a G, an H, a T, a C. Oh. T, but why the G? Oh. Dining? Dining is also strange so far. S R G. Dining. Den. Conference. What? Should also change my category. But it helps. Okay, 12. There we go. Now I'm in the right category. Drawing has also a few letters. I-U-A-G. That doesn't form any word so far. A-G. Hi, Bob. The entrance, I have basically only one letter. Garage, I have only one letter. Guest bedroom, I have also just one letter. Guest room, on the other hand, I have two. Just not sure where this is leading. Gym, I have a few letters. I could form the word moat out of it. Doesn't seem like it will be the case. E-M-O-T. Yeah. Hallway, I have a few letters. No idea what this is gonna be. Pictures. Kitchen, I only have two letters. Lab, one. Lavatory, one. Laundry, one. El Biblioteca, two. But it doesn't form a word. Mail room, I have two. No word. Mirror, one. Nook. Yeah, Nook, I have quite a lot of letters. Let's see. H. T. G. C. And U. Observatory, I have two. They don't make sense. Pantry, I have a lot. Oh, I'm not sure. G, E, K, A, S. Cage. Oh. Parlor. Parlor. Stir. Stir. T. E. R. Steam. Don't just format things just because I put down 2 stars. T-E-R. This is very interesting to look at the screen, right? Rumpus, I have only one letter. Secret passage, I have one. Security. Security gives me a lot of one vowel and something, and then nothing else. It's just consonants. Like, cool. M C K and I. Wonderful. Storeroom. Also, a lot of letters, and all of them are not very useful. K, D, H, and G. The pool gives me 2. Utility, I have only 1? Strange. Walk in, 1. Wait room, 1. West Wing Hall. Is West Wing Hall different from West Wing? I think it's the same. It's an E. It's an E with a star. And asterisks. Asterisk, whatever. Workshop. Oh. Okay. Well, at least that's something, I guess. Anyway. Okay. Let us see what we can do. Parlor. That is Pine Pin. That's an E in parlor. Parlor. E in parlor. E. Where's the parlor? It's nothing new. Okay. This box is the middle box. That is a lie. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. 2 lies to the side, 1 truth in the middle. Noise. Den, the nook. Let's say we put down the den. Pictures. Bath. H in den. H in den. H in 10. Yeah. In 10. Yes, especially 10. East wing. Cart and car. T in west wing. T in east wing. E in East wing. Hall E. Did I just say E? Cart and car. It's T. Do it right. Yeah. I cannot pick that up. Ah, the code check, which would give me a silver key. You know, yes. I'll take that. Stack and tag, which is an S in code check. That is new. Have a great day. Well, thank you. Corridor, closet or pantry. It is time for the pantry. Wrote coins. Peak and P. It's a K in pantry. K in pantry. We already have that. How's a bedroom or spare room? Gonna put down the closet. The purse and a die or dice, whatever. Lock and clock, so it's C in closet. That's actually new, which then destroys my idea of the word faith in the closet. Sad. Oh, I didn't notice there was this here. Okay. I try to remember that. That's pretty mean. Shall I do that and risk it? No. Storeroom, kitchen. I guess we're gonna put down the kitchen. Anything of use? Dessert and desert. It's an S in the kitchen. We already have that. I don't feel like to buy anything here. Nook or patio. I still wonder if when it says spread this in each this colored room, if it only applies to already set down rooms or it applies to the rooms anyway. And to test that, I will put it down. So we have dig spots, as per usual. Get a diamond, a gem, not a diamond. Hallway, the chapel, or the bedroom. I'll take the bedroom. Anything of interest here? Stairs? Where's the other picture? And stars. That's an eye in bedroom. That is new. Yeah. Sure, why not? Nothing to pick up there. Tier and tie. That's an R. That is a repetition. We could buy the shovel, but we don't have the money for it. Okay. Okay, keep in mind that. Okay. Well, goodbye, last gem. And you are going to give me this. That is new and not desired. This is also not good, and this is also not good. But let me clearly check this room. Yeah. So, if you play a room that spreads something to other rooms, it only applies to rooms that are already placed in the mansion, not into the drafts themselves. Okay. Okay. Shit. I need to buy this gem. I like it or not, I need to buy it. Imagine I had enough money to buy the shovel. Crazy. Corridor. Right, and bridge. That's a G in corridor. That's a G in corridor, which is new. Oh, great. I see, the game is very, very generous today. Oh, what would you give me again? Ah, more wonderful things. I see. Well, guess we are going to put down the dining room. The dining room is not very favorable to us. Road and rod. So it's an E in dining room. It's new. Wow. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. That is very expensive. That is also a room I have not seen before. And I can decide either to give up this day to put down the study, or I put down the chapel. I guess I'll put down the chapel. Right. Take my money, religion. Because that's how religion works, right? It's not giving you anything back. It just takes your money. Smile. I put down the observatory because we need to push that thing. Okay. Fear and fire. That's an E. An observatory. It's a repetition. What do we get today? A key, I think. Oh. Oh, it gives you multiple things. How chests has been added? So many chests are added this day. I mean, that's great. I just need a sledgehammer. Or keys. Many keys. Many keys. Yeah. Speak of keys. Speak of keys. Oh well, let's put down the Chamber of Mirrors. Let's see what we can do here today. I start to understand how the Chamber of Mirror works. It's literally forcing you to access it from 4 sides. If you ever want to, well, cover everything. That kind of sucks. Take my money, you. Your religion, take my money. Well, the game literally doesn't give me any chance other than to do this. As much as I hate it. Tiger and tier. That's a G in archives. Why? Was that one thing that I once put down or found that basically says like, You can now draft, put down rooms again, is now a permanent? Is that the idea here? I wanna try this out to see if the archive is actually stacking. And if it does, that's okay, I would say, on this day. Pilot and plot. That's an I in the archives. That is new. Uh-huh. That is a different X than the one I found before. I noted that down somewhere. Or did I take a screenshot of it? No, here. Yeah. Second column from the left. Fourth row from the top. X room. I still don't quite understand what this means. If there must be a specific room on there, or if always a dig spot appears there. I don't know. Okay, that is the direction I wanna go. So no, it's not stacking. That is good to know. It does not stack. Hey, a free shovel! Hooray! That is nice. It's just a little bit late to give me this. A key. Good. Nothing. Not good. The boudoir is gonna give me a gem. The garage is gonna give me 3 keys. But I don't have a gem. Or I could be adventurous. Oh, at least it's not the heater room. Okay, good. Just nothing additional. Car and card. So it's a D. A D in the bedroom. You can find the D in the bedroom sometimes. Okay, I went from one courtyard to the other courtyard. I feel like we wanna go here because we're gonna spend our key on this chest to see what we get. A gem, that's good, and the access key card, which is helpful if this wasn't the actual door where we needed. The shop is not selling us keys. It's selling us a shovel and gems. For 3 you would get another gem. need a lot of more keys. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. Okay, that needs a key. And I will make the assumption that the left side also needs a key. Oh, it doesn't. Surprise? Sure, let's be risky. That... Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's like I never seen this room before. But it's the parlor. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other two statements have identical wording. That is a lie. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I could end the run, but it would also place down another observatory. Or I risk a random room. I'll take the random room. You mother trucker. Stage and stack. So it's an E in the gym. That's already there. Okay. Should I do this? I will lose potentially 4 steps. Okay, we're gonna do that. That's what I expected. Interesting. 5 steps. Quite interesting. Oh, I can even step in here. Oh, what? Okay. That I didn't expect. Chart and card. That's an each. Oh. Okay. This is closed off. What is the purpose here? What? What is the purpose of this? What's the purpose? You found a duplicate copy of one of your floor plans. Would you like to permanently add an additional workshop to your drafting pool? Yes? This floor plan has been successfully added to your draft pool. Okay. Okay, but this means you have... Nice. Oh, that makes this room extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. This is the only section I cannot open. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Now. Now I have to see what I'm going to do. We want to go into the chapel, through the observatory, into the Chamber of Mirrors. Despite that I will lose money for that. Kind of sucks, but... Into the observatory. Still don't understand why we can do this. Why can we do this? Why can we do this? Makes no sense. Anyway. Oh, this closes it again. Okay. Oh, mother trucker. Unless... Interesting. This would give me access to this. Am I going to use a key for this? Not really. This could potentially mean that I could get the rest up there. Maybe. Not sure. Oh, I get it. I see. So if I want this, I need to close something there. Now I can access that. I already got that. Got that. Got that. Yeah, that's the only one I had. I didn't have. Give me 5 billion keys? Passageway, yes. Okay. Already opened. Everything has been opened here. No, no, no. Please open that. Okay. No, that basically means I have access to everything. That is good. Okay. Now, where do I go from here? I could actually avoid the chapel. Yeah, I should do that. I should go here through the archives. And then into the courtyard. Already dig this up. Then here into the bedroom, which gives us 2 steps. And then here, see if we have dig spots. Coins. Any more dig spots? No. And then we go here. Look at myself some more gems. You know what? Yes. Yes. And then we go in the bedroom, get steps. And then out in the patio. Because dig spots. I could use a few keys. I wouldn't mind a few keys. Rock. Well, a rock I could use to smash open a lock. But I guess it won't let me do that. I have one key. Which I'm going to use on this box. More dice and more coins. That's not the best thing to happen here, yeah? But you know what? This is actually not bad. Do we still have... Hmm. Can spin floor plans. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's too bad. I mean, it was not so bad. But I'm going to give this room the shovel. the shovel, and now I have to ask myself, should I? Okay, I cannot really continue because I don't have any keys. Is there anything outside? Not really? No? Okay. Well, too bad. I've seen more successful days. That will be day 13? Yep. Take the money. Go outside. It's kind of mean when you think about it, because like you're more or less forced to do this every day. To go outside, throw a coin in, which I don't know what it does, and then go over here and place down a room in the shed. Sure, why not? So many wonderful dig spots and no shovel. It's like taunting. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was last seen by Friday getting into a carriage after late. No sign has been found yet. Okay. Didn't see that note there before. So yeah, I have already this as a screenshot. Indeed. Okay. Fine. Then I hope I'm gonna find the check-in room very soon. Extremely soon. And then you can go back here and waste all your steps getting back into that room with the 5 billion dig spots. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like fun. Hey, did I ask for a code check-in? I did. Wow. Okay. Retrieve my shovel. Have a great day. Potentially I will. Pine and pin. That's an E in code check. Code check E. Ba, 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 ba. When there's music in the game, it goes hard. Totally hard, like metal. Okay, here we are back again. Coins. Coins. Turnip. That's not bad. Coin. Coin. Key. That's good. Key. Very good. And nothing. Now that's not that good. Okay. Okay. I cannot really complain. Like 6 coins, 2 keys for the very beginning. I'll take it. Well, I guess I'll take the hallway. Why not? Pry and pray, that's an A in hallway? A in hallway. That's actually new. I'm going to sacrifice my one of my keys because the reward is usually higher than 1 key, and we get the car keys, which is not bad. Parlor, storeroom, bedroom. Parlor or bedroom? Parlor or bedroom? I feel like the parlor is more worth it. Wind up key. No additional items. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. This is definitely a lie. This is also a lie. The blue box is true. Wait. Huh? That... what? Gems are in a box with the statement containing the letter U. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Blue box is true. Blue box lied. So if this is true, and this is true, and this is true, then this is true. But there cannot be 3 boxes with 3 truths or 3 lies. So when it says the blue box is true, then that would be the truth. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. How does this even work? So it says a statement containing the letter B. This statement itself has the letter B. This has the letter B. This has the letter B. So this is a lie. Because this says the letter U. This has a U. This has a U. This doesn't have a U. So this is a lie. This is a truth. Is it? The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U, which would be this box and this box, which cannot be true. So this would be a lie and this would be a lie. Then this must be the truth, and it says the blue box is true, but the blue box cannot be true. Huh? Unless this is a red herring, in the sense that this is a lie, because it says letter B. Okay, that would be this box, that would be this box, and that would be this box. This is definitely a lie. This, the blue box, is true, is a lie. So therefore this would be like, this is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U, which would be the black box. Because it doesn't say the gems are only in a box with the... It's not? I'm confused with this. My next suggestion would be this is a lie, this is a lie, and this is a truth. But if this is a truth, it says like this is true, and this would be true. And it's the white box. I'm an idiot. I had the suspicion that it would be the white box, and then I redecided that it is not the blue box, the white box. Hi, Bob. I would love to put down the observatory, but it also risks stuff. Perfect. Let's try it. Wonderful. What do we see today? Farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. iPhones are extra delicious today. Ugh. Plan and plane. So it's an E in observatory. That's a repetition. Well, pantry it is. So what does that mean? Twice as many steps? 5. Okay, I'll take it. Stairs and stars. That's an I in the pantry. That is actually new. Let's take the spare room. Oh, hi. Nothing. Ooh, I would say this is a den thing. It looked like a dig spot. But it wasn't. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Coat and cot, so it's an A in den. That's a repetition. Here is the garage. Extremely tempting because it would give us 3 keys. Do I give up a room for 3 keys? I guess I do. Doesn't work. Big spot. Coins. More dig spots. Key. Yeah, I've read this before. Card and car. That's a D in the garage. That is new. Yeah, we can also open the car and the trunk. This will never give me anything new except for this letter. Oh, that's nice. The lockpick. I kind of not want to pick up the compass. I don't know. The compass is absolutely great if your goal is to get as fast as possible to the antechamber. But when this is not currently your goal, it feels like it's a waste to pick with you. So yes, I'm not actually going to use it. Let's see what we're gonna put down here. Well, we have not much choice. So it's gonna be a corridor. Sage and stage. That's T in corridor. Sage, stage T, corridor. That is actually new. How many letters does the corridor have? It's almost ridiculous. Bedroom or closet? Oof. Oof. A very oof. That is a very big oof. The purse. That's nice. Fear and fire. E. In bedroom. That is a repetition. Why is this? Are we supposed to see something on a medallion with the magnifying glass? I wonder. It's gonna be the Nook. It's gonna be the Nook. Get a key. That's good. Sadly. Otherwise, there's nothing here. Clock, lock. That's a C in Nook. That is a repetition. Hmm. The locker room is... The locker room is a really nice room, but it is only useful if you have a metal detector. Metal detector. Also, I cannot put it down because it costs a gem. So, the dining room it is. Sadly, the dining room doesn't want to give us anything useful. Peak P K in dining room. That is new. I want to go in this direction. You bastard. Yeah. Well, then I will go in this direction, I guess. Courtyard would be wonderful here. Instead, I'm not gonna get that. Well, billiard room it is. Cart and car. That's a T in billiard room. That is new. Oh no. I knew it would do this. Do I remember how this works? Ooh. That's a 16, isn't it? Should be a 1. 16. That's 20. That doesn't work. Cannot be that. Plus, minus. Oh God. God, what was that again? Wait. No. Wait, no. Wait, no. Wait, no. 4, 8, 12, 16. And 4 equals 20. But 20 minus 20 equals 0. And 0 doesn't exist. Oh God. Huh? Why are you doing this to me? You cannot solve this. You cannot solve this. Unless, no, wait, unless, wait, unless, oh, 40, 64, 44, that is also not possible. Unless it does something like, no, cannot. What if it is, what if it is, what if it is, what if 6, 41, 21, 21 is not a number on this board. What? So if I remember the rule set correctly for this, then when the middle is green with the square, it means that every green color would multiplicate itself with itself. Sounds stupid, but it would be 2 multiplicated with 2, which would equal 4. 4 by 4 is 16. I mean, I had it and then I was like, but it's... Wait, is it? No. No, it doesn't work. It would work if it was a division at the end, but this is not a division. Wait, it's plus minus multiplication division. Yeah, it is. So it doesn't work. 4 by 4 is 16. 2 by 2 is 4. 4 plus 16 equals 20. But 20 minus 20 equals 0. 0 doesn't exist on the board. The lowest number is a 1. What? This is not solvable. Unless I don't know how to solve this. I don't know. This is not solvable. You cannot solve this. See, when it starts, it says 17. So we click 17. Now it's doing this. So it's basically 4 multiplied with 4, which is 16. If I click on 16, we continue. So here we have 3 by 3, which is a 9, but we divide it by 9, which equals in a 1. And now I get 16 plus 4 minus 20. Huh? Even if I did 4 minus 20, which gives me minus 16, and I would add 16, I would get 0. Even if I take 16 minus 20, which gives me minus 4, plus 4 equals 0. If I would take 16, even if I would take 16 and multiplicate it with 4, I would get 64 minus 20 gives me 44, and 44 is not a number on the board. What the fuck is this? I don't get it. And 16. 28, 8. If you tell me that it is an 8. Yeah, so it's not an 8. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm following the rule set, and now the rule set doesn't form an actual result. Why? Is this intentional? Is this like the game progresses, and as the game progresses, it introduces new things, as it did, like with this board as well. Like it just started to introduce new things. But even so, it doesn't make sense. If I would press 1, it is wrong. And that's why I'm sitting here and go like, okay, is this A, a bug? Is it B, intentional? Because this is now a new potential result that can happen that gives you no access to the items behind the dartboard. But if that's the case, I have no information why this is now happening. This... why? You cannot solve this. You literally cannot solve this. No. Well, guess it's time for the storeroom. A coin, a key, a gem, and a turnip. And a rock. Rock and stone. And pebbles. And a bat and a bath. It's an H in the storeroom. That is a repetition. Can also not proceed here anymore. This really bugs me that I can literally not proceed here. That's really annoying. Sucks. Only way forward is through the chapel. Hooray! Old tin can, my favorite. Coins. It represents itself so well as religion. It gives you an empty tin can and coin. It's a subconscious message of, I'm not feeding you, but you'll pay for it. I shall put down the courtyard in the hopes of many dig spots. Coin. And as expected. Okay. Turn it. Coin. Coin. Yeah. I have... Usually you should never say something like this, but I have too much money. Coin. get ourselves a gem. Okay. And let's see. Let's lockpick it and then it fails. Gem, workshop, missionary. I'm going to put down the workshop. And I think... not sure if I actually can think something together. Sledgehammer? E. And here's my other note thingy dingy butterkittingy. Yeah. Let's see. Stones cut question mark. Stones cut question mark by hand. And let us rot question mark. Do spell question mark. Our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost question mark. Among Us. Among the bold question mark words spoken soft. The note is red. Note is red. The letter is not. The letter is not question mark. So this last line can be read in a different way. The note is the color red. The letter is not. And then we have an E in the workshop. E. And I kind of have to puzzle that together somehow. Stage and stack. That's an E in workshop. That is new. So what could I put together? Okay, this is something that I wanted to try out what it is. It's also risky because it eats my shovel. The metal detector and the lockpick? That's weird. Pick sound. Pick sound amplifier? What? This is the shovel detector. The shovel detector is actually a combination of both. Pick sound amplifier. I don't want to actually make anything yet. Conference room. Drawing room. I'll take the conference room. Okay, key. This is the only door I can go forward. Yeah. Gym, the walk-in closet. Sure. Let's put down the gym. You have... Wow. Flan and fan? Flan and fan. That's an L in the conference room. Oh my god. Pint and paint. That's an E in gym. A in gym. That is new. Yeah. Dark room, huh? Sure. Let's first see what we can put down here. The Great Hall. And I have the metal detector. Yeah, so be it. Okay. It's this one. I don't even understand why I want... Well, I get a key there. But still. Dogga. Interesting. Ah, it does the sound twice, that's fine. Okay. I wonder if you might need that sound locator in this specific room. There's a chance for that. Huh. Really strange. Okay. Dinner? That's good to know. Nothing. Pebbles? Pebbles. The game is getting more mean. Why? I mean, I also know we can, like, create kind of a laser device, so to speak. But it would be weird if we would use it to burn those cables, or maybe not cables. That would be kind of weird. Because then the entire thing would just fall down and serve no purpose at all. Huh. There's a good chance we might need this sound device here. There's a good chance for that. Before we leave here, let me check this out. This? Would I want this? Would I want the shop? I mean, I have a sledgehammer, I have a shovel, I've like most of the things I want. Security. Potentially useful. Would also open up two ways. Yeah, sure. Why not? Rate and rate. So it's a C in security. C in security. It's a repetition. Okay, you. Yeah. Okay. So let's go through the usual wonderful things of life. Okay, apparently there's an upgrade disc. What? Oh, I know where I actually left that. The compass, yes, that I know. A coin. Okay. Strange. Key card. Below. Offline mode unlocked. Confirm. menu, log into network. Waiting. Waiting. Yeah. Fun times. Staff service, special orders. And we will always put down order for a shower. Wonderful. Okay. Do not possess a security lock card. Sadness. Let's see what we get here. Oh yeah. Can rotate. Don't feel like put down the bunk room. Let's put down the kitchen. There goes my last gem. Spine and pine. That is an S in the kitchen. S in the kitchen. That is a repetition. I have a lot of coins. I will get myself a club sandwich. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Here's the missing coin. There we go. I could use a key to build something down there, because then I could at least see what I'm placing down in contrast to the dark room. Sure. Why not? This room, the commissary. I wanted to say sure, but guest bedroom or the lavatory? The lavatory so far serves zero purpose. So let's just put down the guest room. 10 additional steps. Gem. And I hate this picture. This picture is the worst picture in the entire game. Because I don't know what it is. Like, literally, no clue. This direction. By 2 steps. Yeah, there's still security. I would need to turn off the power. Can I pick this up? No. Can I pick this up? No. Can I pick this up? No. I wanted to see if I can place something down here. It's not gonna happen. Okay. I need to look at the courtyard first. Despite that, I lose steps through that. Mostly because I need to know what kind of door this is. Okay. Well, yes, I'm not going to do that. Okay, where? There. Key. Key, it must be coast then. If you give me code and this, then it is coast. That is what this picture displays. Code, coast, S. S in east wing. What was the other thing? Coast? Coast, code? Coast? Coast, code? Coast? Cost? Coast, cost? Coast, cost? Where was that? That was in a guest bedroom. Cost and coast. It's an A in guest room, which is a repetition. Okay, so this should be coast. I see. Okay. Basically kills this run. Regardless, even if it does kill the run, I ordered a book in the library. Herbert Sinclair, Mary Jones, Bon Margle, and we are Simon P. Jones. So this is a book we have not yet found or read. The history the history of Orindia. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. In other words, censoring. I see. Oh yeah, that is, yeah. Oh, look at the censoring. It's fantastic. I like it. Why would you publish this book and censor like 80% per page? That's not a book anymore. Forward. Not forward, forward. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoy us, to abandon our past. Ajera. Moist. Why did I just read moist? Because the next word is historians, and I just crammed the I from historians into most. Very good. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name or Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris. 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 I think we've seen the word Oris before. Somewhere. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. The second era. It was the 4th king who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and the mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. Okay, let's write that down. Eldest. Mountain. Province. Heartspring. Middle. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. Okay. Youngest Ares, northern storms. More vast than eldest. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Iraja, a land steeped in tradition. Okay. Middle daughter, Iraja. I think only the actual, like, big words are important, like Oris and Arc, Ares, Eraja. And then it moves on. Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. Good song and so on. Let's try this instead. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. The Fourth Era. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Disilets the Third. What is this name? King Disilets the Third. Fourth Era. King Disilets III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. And there is apparently something in here. Random letter in between. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. Hi Bob. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. Okay, so this book had this person twice mentioned, so now we know that is a detective. Imagine that your parents name you first name Bon. Very harsh. And of course, the letter lies on this page so well that you can, like, see 50% even less than the fuck. But the masses, as well as the king of no one on the move in castle and court, were overjoyed by this. Were those that viewed be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. Oh, that's how you... Okay, sorry. But the masses as well. Desilet was renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to move in castle and court behind, leaving to move and leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in the grand city of Fen. Era of ruin. After the passing of King Desilet III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Yay! Le roi est mort. Vive le roi. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Leosin of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desilet IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. There's the red again. Okay, next point is nuance and the War of the Fifth Era. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, a regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Leosin to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch, Ares, and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years. Jeez. And saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Leosin himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Wait. Ah, yeah. Hey, Bob. Here we go. Okay. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Eraja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our people has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and our children. And that's it, I guess. Okay. Okay. At least a little bit of information, I guess. So. Plain. And pain. Plain, L in library. That is actually new. Okay. Okay. Okay, what I wanna do is go to the workshop. I could also have 67 steps. If I do this, I lose some money. Oh, fuck it. I really should do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So, despite that I will lose 2 coins, it's okay. Because I want the dinner. The dinner? Give it to me. Boiler room is not here. Okay, that's additional 20 steps. Now I go back. Now what I'm going to do is actually combining. I want this. I'm confused what this should do. What is this? Pick sound amplifier. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity logs. In other words, it helps you to open a safe? Is that what it does? Strange. That is strange. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. Or is this pick sound amplifier? Wait. So it has the same function as the lockpick, but it increases the chance of success. Okay. Okay, I see. Well, guess that's that. I mean, I could go back to the entrance hall and at least place down an additional 1 or 2 rooms. Let's see. I think in security there's a security door. And in the foundation there's also a security door. That's why I cannot proceed there, right? Okay, I mean I have 79 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's no problem. I'm just not sure if there were only security doors. I just wanted to go to the dark room from this room, but that doesn't work. Should be able to go directly into this room. And that is a security door. We have no security card. I still don't understand this room. I want to understand this room, but I don't. I don't understand this room. And that is also a security door. Okay. I also don't understand this. Why can't I turn on the water here? What does it do? I don't know. Take my money. Okay. I can do though, and I should do this, this would be ridiculous if I don't do it. Yeah, I should do this. Especially since I can. Why did I overlook that? Did I? What? Okay, now I'm confused. So in the security room, it said there's a upgrade disc that I didn't pick up. And upgrade discs are usually in the trunk of the car. Not always. But now I'm confused why it's not there. Okay, okay, it's not there. Do I get anything for going outside? No. No. Do I get anything for going back to the entrance hall? No. No. Well, that brings me to the point that I'll go back to the workshop. I know I was... but you know, I just picked up the compass that has no function anymore for me. But I'm curious to see, can I actually use the compass to craft something out of all of this? I would be curious to see. Can I put down a commissary somewhere? Apparently I didn't. Okay, to my left, and then we are in the workshop. Let's see if we still can tinker something. Who knows? Yes, the shovel and the compass? Fuck. Dowsing rod. Excuse you? What? Are we going to search for water? While drafting, dowsing rod points toward rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Wow. Okay. Damn, son. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Well, yeah. We can't really do anything anymore. Not at all. It is done. I also made two new things. So this actually improves the chances of opening doors, and this, well, destroys your shovel, and in return gives you a tool that points you to rooms with more items. I'm not sure if that is worth it, to be honest. It seems more like a tool that serves not actually really a purpose, because like, sure, it's nice to see which rooms have the most items, but let's face it, because of the RNG factor of this game, I feel like this is unnecessary. I feel like this was put in to feel like it is a great choice, but in reality it isn't, because you want to keep the shovel as long as possible, actually. Yep. Well, it's too bad. I'm not even sure if I gave the code check something back. If I forgot, well, too bad. Happens, right?